Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, everyone. All you have is soul. May we always be given health by God Almighty and get to see me make a speech at this time. So I'm here to speak on the importance of good and proper Indonesian mastery in the age of globalization to fulfill Miss Ika's English final instruction. Okay, before we start, do you know the international language that can be used to communicate around the world? Yes, English. English is international language with many speakers in the first order. And the second is Mandarin, the third is Spanish, the fourth is French, and the fifth is Arabic. Then, how about Indonesian? Is Indonesian another international language? No, Indonesian does not belong to the international language, but it is the top 11 language that have the largest speakers in the world, at least 200 million speakers. Indonesia is a culturally rich country. Indonesia is multilingual. Some 18 languages are spoken in Indonesia, including local language. They include Javanese, sundanese, madura, bugis, and so many languages. English was born on October 28, 1928, in the formulation of Young Men Fu, the Young Men's Oath, or we call it Sumpah Pemuda. The Indonesian language was then passed as the national language on August 18, 1945, and the Constitution of 1945 was then passed as the Constitution of the Republic of Indonesia. It plays an important role in Indonesian life as a means of communication, but is rare for Indonesians to communicate in correct and proper Indonesian. Although Indonesia has a wide variety of indigenous language, Indonesians continue to live in the same friendly and united environment. To love our language, we can do the simple thing of using it properly and correctly. According to the Code of Common Language, reduce the cost to imported products, and instill a sense of pride in our motherland. It does not have to be the international language communicator, such as English, Mandarin, and Spanish, because if Indonesian is the international language, it's good. But there's a lot of controversy about it. Indonesia will be easily penetrated by foreign nation, and Indonesia will be easily colonized by others. And Indonesia is still in the category of developing countries, yet at the level of developed countries. Among the following are some of the negatives that are prevalent in citizen neighborhoods, especially young people. The first one is many Indonesians take pride in their ability to speak a foreign language, but even they do not understand it properly. The second one is many Indonesians feel embarrassed if they can speak the correct foreign language, but they don't feel ashamed if they can speak Indonesian properly. And the third one is so many Indonesians look down on Indonesians that they refuse to learn it in their own language, feeling that they are already good at Indonesian. So I think we can learn a foreign language for communicating with others, but we must also understand its good and proper use of Indonesian so that it does not fade as a tool for unifying peoples. I think that perhaps that is all I can say about the importance of the use of good and proper Indonesian language in this age of globalization. That's enough. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.